Alright, welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for joining me today. This is Arsenal versus Liverpool under 23 team. Liverpool versus Arsenal under 23 team. This is the youth, the academy. So much is expected from the academy because these are the guys we're looking for. These are the guys who are the future who we want to step into the first team. These are the guys we potentially want to become Arsenal greats. And so we have to look at these guys. Now, let's go on to the starting lineup. Liverpool, because they're the home team, start off with a 4-3-3 formation, same instigated formation as per the first team. They have in goal Liam Hughes, at left back Owen Beck, centre back pairing of Billy Cometio and Morgan Boyce, at right back Connor Bradley. And in midfield three, Thomas Clayton sitting deep as the holding midfielder, and two box-to-box number 8 Tyler Morton and Elijah Bonner. Up front, the goal scorers Ben Woodburn, Leighton Stewart, and Jake Kane, my bad. So let's move on to Arsenal first team. Well, that's it. Let's move on to Arsenal starting lineup. In goal, we have Tom Smith, we have Ryan at a right back, we have Bowler at left back, and defensive pairing of Manolis and Kirk. In the midfield, double midfield pivot, because we're using the formation 4-2-3-1 as per the first team, trying to instigate the same team setup as per the first team. So the double midfield pivot, we have the likes of Tim Akinola and Kateon Sirion. The attacking three in front of them, you have Kilo Hart on the right hand side, Ben Cottrell in the attacking midfield area, and on the left, Reece Nelson, first teamer, and up front, Muller. Now, this game was a very complex game. Arsenal got thrashed, to be honest. It was really an embarrassing defeat. We didn't do much. We didn't try to hurt them. We didn't attempt to hurt them. The best we could have done was to try to minimize the scoreline. It wasn't a game in which Arsenal would be proud of. Now, the Jurgen Klopp coaching staff watched from afar for the first half, but will have been enough to see the high-octane, intensity-based philosophy that has brought success at the top is trickling down to the bottom. The scoreline tells a story of offensive dominance, but also was more to the defensive acumen of Barry Lotus, which is the coaching staff, and the men at Liverpool. The front three of Ben Woodburn, Leighton and Dixon and Bonner press relentlessly, often backed up by an onrushing Jake Kane to win a lost ball, or all those loose balls. Arsenal backline couldn't breathe. Arsenal didn't get opportunity to catch a breath. They were pressed so high, counter press, intensive press with the front three, Clayton sitting deep, and also bringing in the likes of Morton to press our right back on the right hand side. On the left back, there Liverpool left back Connor Bradley would press so high, basically he would almost in our attack our defensive third. So that is the level of intensity that we had to bear out throughout the entire game. From the 14th-minute, Leighton hit the back of the net, leading the way for Liverpool at 1-0, and we struggled just to retain possession. And where we saw on the 25th minute, Ryan got a yellow card for some silly tackles because of the immense pressure that we were under, and Liverpool were really pressuring us. The first 10 minutes provide to be Arsenal's best threatening period of the first half. On a few occasions, the press was broken. It would be our left side that proven to be our most joyous areas, as the experienced Reece Nelson managed to combine with the likes of Sirion and look to have beating the Connor Bradley early on. This was just early on in the game where we had the opportunity created and we tried our best to get something from it. It was hardly a whitewash in favor of Nelson though. As the game wore on, Bradley gathered his bearings and proved to be a formidable opponent for Nelson, in that will have been an undoubtedly learning curve for Bradley. Every second ball, every defensive duel fell in favor of the Reds, every single one of them. The first goal was a product of intensity. 10 minutes in, Bedwood run press high and wide to force Arsenal right back, which is Ryan, to send a wayward ball into his own box. Unfortunately for Arsenal, it had fallen to the last man on the pitch they wouldn't have wanted, Leighton Stewart. So defensive error again, and we have seen that in the first team, and now it trickles right down to the academy. Left hand side of the box, right foot, bottom corner, goal for Leighton. The half continued in a similar manner, no drop off in the press when Arsenal did go long to beat the press. Boys and Comitio proved to be aerially dominant to keep Muller frustrated. Muller is a very physical player and he was really frustrated throughout this game. The highly rated Kayla Taylor-Hart would be glad to see the back of Owen Beck, who was practically solid. Beck was strong in his defensive duels and positioned himself well to ensure an early dominance. Taylor-Hart left the pitch a beaten man in the first half. A sumptuous chip into the box from Taylor Martin to continue the show, and eagerness to add to his end product was unfortunately called offside for another Stewart finish. While Arsenal are unwilling to go in half-time without letting their quality be known, as a cross from the left-hand side from Syrian hit the woodwork, Liverpool drew in confidence and in the lead. We saw a repeated feature of play in Jack Kane picking up a loose ball in the midfield, driving to the box before subsequently jinking past a man with a step over and finding the top corner of the net. And that's it for Liverpool finishing the first half. Arsenal struggled throughout the first half, and we tried coming out in the second half. We tried our best to see if we can beat the counter press and try to beat the first press and utilize our midfield, the likes of Ben Cottrell and Tim Akinola, where we'll see Catalin Syrian sit a bit deeper to maintain the stability in the back line. Now, in the second half, luckily for Barry Lutas, he is not paid by the length of quality of half-time team talks. It was one of Liverpool's best half of the season, more of the same. Arsenal did enjoy more possession in the advanced territory in the second half. However, Liverpool remained stubborn in defense, sitting deep. All those blocks couldn't get the opportunity to break them down. The likes of Comitio and Boys really solid playing alongside Muller. If there was ever an award for tackle of match, Conor Bradley would be a certain victor. A loop ball over the top seemed destined to be dispatched in the net by Reece Nelson on the edge of the 6-yard box before its time seemed to suspend itself, with Bradley stooping in and slide tackling from behind to push the ball away from Reece Nelson's path. Penalty claims were waived but was not given. And really and truly, that was a really dangerous tackle. I'm really surprised that the referee did not give a penalty for that one. The match had everything, even a moment of comedy. Debutant Liam Hughes was judged to have picked up the ball from Comitio from a back pass which saw an indirect free kick in the 3 yards from the byline that was defended with 9 Liverpool players on the goal line. And again, I think that was really poor from Arsenal there. We should have gotten something from that. We should have gotten a better kick on the goal in regards to that, because that's basically inside of the goal. Now, Liverpool tails were still up in the latter stage of the second half, vigorous in the press, tenacity in the tackle, and a dash of quality in the way Bonner picked up a loose ball with the back of his heel after Stewart's press. The ball was then slotted into the path of Ben Woodburn, who wasted no time in making it 4. And it was really embarrassing in Arsenal part, because we really allow Liverpool so many dominance of the ball, allow them to press us so high, dominating possession and allowing them to beat us so easily. And we have seen this with the first team, where we basically give up on what we want to do and just give in to the opponent. So basically, that is it for the Arsenal versus Liverpool U23 reviews. First half, 2 goals finished in the first half, and then Jack Kane and Ben Woodburn finish off the second half, and that was it for Arsenal Football Club. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and please hit the like button and tune in and continue tuning in, listening for more updates on it. This has been Military Guna TV, and I am out.